Hey there, here's another video under the formal and posed portraits called environmental portrait. In the environmental portrait, the image will reveal a connection between the subject or subjects and their surroundings. So if we take a look at this example here, we have two people uh, wearing certain attire that would probably look something industrial, like and their location is some sort of workshop. So the fact that they're wearing what they're wearing and they're in this location would lead us, the viewers, to believe that they're in some sort of an industrial uh, type of setting. It looks like she's wearing possibly like welding glasses. He's got maybe looks like safety glasses on as well. They've got some sort of metal that they're holding. She's wearing gloves. She's wearing a jumpsuit, and behind her, there is a tool chest there, shelving, and then this workbench, all within the same frame. So the way it's composed, you see them on the rule of thirds, and they're probably about waist up in terms of capturing their portrait, but also the photographer is stepping back and probably shooting with a wider angle lens to allow for the rest of the scene to be part of the frame. So, and also what you could do is shoot with a deeper depth of field, meaning you'd want to shoot, if you could, f8, maybe f11, so that way you get more things in focus. Because again, you're trying to make this connection between the subject and their surroundings. You're basically taking pictures of people in their element, in their office, in their workspace. If they're an athlete, they may be out, photographing them out on the field, wherever they are. And it's still a formal and posed portrait. You have complete control of the situation. You're asking them to look at the camera, and they know that you are taking their picture. All right, it's not a candid image, which is in another video, but this is again a formal and posed shot. Here's another example of an environmental portrait. This woman could be an employee at this bakery, because we get the clue of it being a bakery with the bread behind her and prices of each type of bread. She could also be the owner. But it just those two things right there, the environment, what she's wearing, it's kind of giving us this idea of who this person is and how they relate to their environment. And for these types of shots, again, you could try to use a little bit more deeper depth of field. However, that's gonna present a challenge for you, because the deeper depth of field you use, like at f8, f11, you know that the lens aperture is closing. That means less light is coming in. So you'll have to increase your ISO when you're shooting, let's say, indoors, in order for you to get a decent shutter speed. So when you are going to be doing these types of portraits, more than likely you may be inside. Think about increasing that ISO to 1600 if your camera supports it, maybe even 3200. That's 3200 ISO. Okay, and you could also set your white balance to auto, because you're not really sure what these lighting conditions can be. It could be a mix of light. Okay, and so that's the environmental portrait.